What up, what up, what up? Happy Thursday, you guys. It's Michelle Eldridge, and I'm here to share a message with you. And it was a good message this morning that was shared with me. I'm going to share it in a different way. Obviously, I put my spin on things. But I just want to say how thankful I am for Ray Higdon and all he does for the profession, for me. He's a good friend, a good mentor, the best in the industry, 100%, in my opinion, hands down. So this was inspired by him, and I'm going to share it with you guys because I think that everybody needs to hear it 1,000%. So the title of this video is You Get to Choose. So before we get into it, let me throw some shout outs. What's up, everybody? If you're new, say new in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just kind of sitting here on the floor. I've had to watch the video that he done twice because it's just so good, and I wanted to bring you guys a really good message. So what's up, everybody? Comment hello if you are on here. Happy Thursday, you guys. What's up? Hi. Hello. What's up, Crystal? Hey, Nicole. What's up, Kelly? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a great night. Have you had a great week? I hope it's been awesome. If you've had a good week, throw me some hearts. And, you know, and today's Thursday, so usually that's like typically like a thankful Thursday thing. And I'm here rocking out my entire mess. I've not done anything with my hair. I've not done anything with my face. Whatever. But we don't care. We don't care. What's up, Claire? Hello. What's up, my sister? You just text me. I'll text you back in a minute. Hey, Tamara. What's up, Lisa? What up, Russ? I just saw your video. I was fixing to watch it, and I thought I better do this now while I can. So I'm going to watch it in a minute. What's up, Paige? Summer, I see y'all in the house. Hey, hey. All right, you guys. So, I miss you. Like, literally, y'all don't even know. Like, so, my birthday ended up, from my birthday on, actually, let me back it up. So, from Friday, the day after Thanksgiving on, November was the greatest. And I'm doing some awesome things for my people this month in December, so be on the lookout for that. If you're in the group already, the VIP group, which is Life and Beauty with Michelle Eldridge, you already know what I'm doing, some of the things. So anyway, you guys, let's get into it. I don't want to keep you here all night, but I do want to share a message with you. So again, the title is You Get to Choose. So I want you to raise your hand. I want you to raise your hand. You don't have to say which one, okay? I don't want you to say, unless you feel comfortable, but I don't want you to say which thing affected you. But if you have one of these things has ever affected you, obviously I'm only going to name a few, but you can totally, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean when I say this. So if one of these apply to you, just throw a little hand emoji up or say me. Because all of these things that I'm going to say, someone has gone through, and it's just the truth. So, first thing I'm going to say is divorce or separation. And these, I'm just going to name some unfortunate events that we just really have very little to no control over. So, what's up, Jessica? So, here we go. So, divorce, separation, abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, every kind of abuse there is, drug abuse, whatever, being homeless, born blind or deaf, or being fired or laid off, or you've got, you're a single parent, let's see, there's a million and one different things. You've ever been suicidal, you, suffer from a mental illness, you, were, like I said, abuse is a broad term, so just know, right? Just know that is a big, broad term. Let's see. There's so many more. You've been broke, you've been living in poverty, you've struggled, or you do struggle to pay your bills, or to just get by, to eat, to live, any of those things. And these things, thank you so much for sharing. I love you guys. If you share, comment, share, and I'll say thank you. But unfortunate events like that are really uncontrollable. And you guys, there's a million and one different things. I'm not just saying these are the only things. So just know an unfortunate event could be a broken leg, okay? Like, or a disabled veteran, or any of these things. There's so many unfortunate events, and these can be happening currently or in the past. And I feel like a lot of times we want to let that, thank you, Lisa, for sharing. We want to, and thank you, Vicky. I think we want to let that define us in the wrong way, a lot of times. And so before I'd done a lot of a personal growth and a lot of things, I would allow my past to hurt me and haunt me and hold me back and keep me from doing things. Like, I was, have a criminal background. I was on drugs. I was homeless. I was sexually abused. I was verbally abused. I was physically abused. I was a lot of things. And now I'm a single parent. I was so broke that I couldn't pay attention. And I'm not meaning it as funny. It's for real. And, I'm still married. A lot of you guys know that I am married and that I love my husband 100%. I'm just as married as I was, a few months ago. But we are separated. I am on my own, have been on my own for well over a year, as far as doing everything for the kids myself and living alone for most of that time, almost 2 years. But I do love my husband. Anyway, that's just a side note. Just certain things have to change for that to, Anyway, so I think that a lot of times we say, well, because my background is this, I can't do this. Or because this happened to me, I can't do this. Or because I suffer from anxiety and depression, I wouldn't be good at that. Or I can't go there. Or I can't do that. Or I'm never going to be like so-and-so because I'm this. Or, gosh, I'd love to do what you do, but I can't do live videos. I suffer from anxiety. Listen, you guys. My message for you is this. People ask me all the time, how do you do what you do, Michelle? How do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do? How are you so open? Why is it okay for you to share these things? And the reason that I'm okay with showing up the way that I do, because at one time, I feel myself fixing to tell something on myself. And I'm like, should I do it? Are these my people? And y'all are my people. I know you're my people, but so I was, gosh. And you see I'm holding my necklace, man. My team got me this. They're the best. So it's kind of like my little support vice. But I was so low that I sold my body. I was homeless, man. I was struggling. I mean, it was rough, you guys. And I was just a kid. I was just so young. I wasn't even big enough to be put in jail yet. Not yet. And people looked down on me. I lived in a small town, still do. And most people knew it. And they would treat me like crap. Even now, 7 years later, they still do. Right? Which is why I was so afraid to show up in this way. Because I do have so many broken pieces of me. And so, a lot of y'all don't know. But tomorrow, I've been with Michael for 7 years. Tomorrow is my 2-year wedding anniversary. And I think it's kind of perfect because when Michelle Parrish went away and Eldridge became my name, I felt like Michelle Parrish died, and it was such a good feeling. It was such a good feeling because I hated her. I hated Michelle Parrish. I hated that person even for almost 5 years, because when I got married, it was for almost 5 years that I hadn't been that person really after the fact. But I wanted her to be erased ever. And it kills me still to this day because Michelle Parrish is still my Facebook thing. It still shows up. I can't get it to leave. But I'm not that person anymore. But I don't regret any of those things. And the reason that I don't regret those things is because there's people out there who have had a criminal background, who's done drugs, who's been homeless, who's been sexually abused, who's been physically abused, mentally abused, who has had the parent not a good childhood, who's been thrown around like a rag doll their whole life and never really had anything, who need to hear me, who need to see me rise, even rise with me. I need to show up for you, for the underdog, for the person who feels like they're not good enough, for the person who's always been looked down on or bullied or treated like the black sheep or the outsider or somebody who just did not matter. I'm here for you. I'm here for every single one of you who's ever had something wrong happen that you think is keeping you from doing something or being somebody, because it's not. It's not your story, and you, even if it's not tragic to anyone else but you, even if it's just you got your heart broken. And when I say just, it's not just, you guys. You are who I'm here for. All of my broken people, and I know y'all feel that from me, because the people I get messages from, I'm sorry, I'm shaking this, but the people that I get messages from never felt confident, never felt beautiful, never had, made their own money, never had been independent. Thank me for just being so open because they were so afraid to be themselves. Thank me for just being real because they were afraid. So I know y'all are my people. I know that that's why I'm here. And I'm not afraid anymore. When I was on stage in August with Ray, I didn't say the part that I sold my body because I was embarrassed. But I'm not, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be me if I hadn't been that bum or that crazy person that I was. The Michelle Parrish who died and basically was literally reborn again. Literally. I don't know any other way to say it except we get to decide what our broken pieces will do for us. They will either serve you and help you serve other people. You can bring awareness to, like, mental illness. You guys, I don't know if some of you, I know a lot of you are new, but for 2 years straight, I lived in an alternate reality. My husband had lost his mind. He was suffering from PTSD. I will in just a second. Please get in there. Thank you. Now, thank you. He suffered from PTSD for 2 years. He heard voices that weren't there. It was scary. He was violent. It wasn't him, but that happened. And so if you have a mental illness, there's somebody out there who needs to hear it. I suffer from anxiety, but there's so many more extremes. I'm very high functioning. So maybe you need to share that. Maybe you need to share your story with people. Whatever it is, there needs to be so much awareness brought to so many different things. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to lift up the people who feel like they never are up. I'm here to lift up the people who feel like life's always just kicked them and kicked them and kicked them. Because some things we do to ourselves and other things, as a kid, as a 14-year-old getting raped, as a kid who bounced around all over the place, I didn't get to choose that. I didn't choose to grow up around drugs. I didn't choose that. I didn't choose that. It chose me. And God gave that life to me. And I always hated it. Man, I would get so mad at God. I would get so mad. I would hate to wake up every day because I was me. And now I couldn't be more happier being me. Because the amount of people who I've impacted, me. I've impacted thousands of people because I was okay with sharing it with them. With you. I've been open because I know what it can do for me, and I know what it can do for you. So if you're out there and you're letting all that hold you back, please don't. You get to choose, right? You get to choose. You can use the gift of desperation to fuel you. And it can be your calling to literally share that with people, to help them, to see them, to help them, like, know that it's possible. It's possible to be kicked and to make a mess of your life and come back from it. It's possible to go from nothing, literally nothing, $40 to my name, to within a year being on stage with Ray Higdon, right? It's possible if you do it. And I'm not saying you have to be in this industry or in my profession to do it. Obviously, you don't. You can just share your story to inspire some people, man. Or you can let it hold you back and wonder why it happened to you and question it every single day and not be as happy as you could be if you chose to use it. If you chose to allow it to free you, to help free some other people, to help them grow, to help them know that they're not alone. Because so many times, too often, we see nothing but perfect on social media. And I feel like we think that we're supposed to be perfect. We're supposed to have that picture perfect life. And that's all we see. And it's just not true. It's just not true. There is a very few people that something bad did not happen to them. And I don't share, like, you can choose, oh, woe is me, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to show up in a way, play big until, despite all that. You get to choose. And I hope you choose this side. Because the fact is you are worthy of something so much greater if that's what you want. If you feel like you settle, if you feel like you hate your flipping job, if you feel like you're not treated the way that you're supposed to be treated, the fact is we are allowing that. We allow people to treat us the way that they treat us. So that's why I made a stand. So tomorrow, yes, is my 2-year wedding anniversary. But I deserve, Michelle Eldridge, okay, deserves to be treated with respect and appreciation, just like I have to do the same. And so I do live alone, right? My husband is in jail for all that anybody who does not know. And I love him very much. But I deserve that. And a year ago, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel that way because I was allowing different. And that's my fault. I enabled it. And when I decided to join the company that I'm with and decided to share me with you, the real me, no fake, no BS, no perfect, no pretend to be perfect. 100% of my flaws are in front of your face every day. And I don't always bring you these deep messages. I'm busy trying to make you laugh or teach you how to do makeup or teach my team how to create their own success like I have and like I'm continuing to do, right? But sometimes we get a little bit deep, and like right now. And I felt it was needed, especially around Christmas. Because for Thanksgiving, y'all know that, me and my kids were here by ourselves, and I'm sorry this is getting a little long, but the ham I cooked was crap because I'm not a cook, okay? I don't like to cook. I'm not good at cooking. I was never taught to cook. It wasn't something that I was ever taught, and it's just a fact. But guess what? I got to go shopping the same day. And 2 years ago, last Black Friday I did too, but 2 years ago I wouldn't have got to do that, right? And it's so humbling to me. And I see these people on the rise. And some of them have these smooth sailing trips. They have these smooth rides. That ain't me. That ain't me. And if that's you, then I'm probably not talking to you. You probably don't relate to me if you feel like your entire life is figured out. You feel like you've been blessed enough to have this, it's been smooth for the most part. Then that's awesome. And you probably don't relate to me. But if you feel, sometimes you feel less than, sometimes you feel unworthy, sometimes you feel that things hold you back, then you're my people. You're my people, and I love you, and I'm here to tell you that you are worthy. And if you use those things instead of letting them use you and hurt you, you too can feel like you deserve more. You deserve better from people. You deserve more in your life. You deserve anything your heart desires. Anything. Anything at all. When I wake up in the morning, I think about my team and I manifest a life for them that I know that they want, obviously, because I've talked with them, and I think about it and I see it and I vision it so clearly. And most of my team, majority, are just like me. And when I'm shouting them out and giving their names, it just does so much for me because I know who we are. I know what we stand for. And I know that there's so many other of you out there who feel like you need that lift. So this is my lift for you. And I want you to help lift other people. You sharing you, not perfect, flawed, completely, whatever you are. That's what everybody needs. Everybody needs to know they're not alone. And you bring something to the table that I don't, right? You have your own thing to bring to the table just like I do. Okay? We're all different. Nobody is the same. Nobody's ever going to be the same. But you are you, and you're here for a reason. You have a purpose, and you are loved. If no one else loves you, I do. And I know people say that, and you think, yeah, okay. No. Promise you to God, I love you. I don't even care if I've never talked to you. I love you because I know what it feels like to feel like you're not loved, and that you would rather die than live another minute. I know what that feels like. And so, instead of allowing that to hold me back any longer, I made a change. I made a change 15 months ago on the 2nd of this month. That's changed me and my life forever. And I want to share all that I learned with you. And so I'm sorry that this was super long. I really am. But I think that you guys, I know that somebody needs it. I know that somebody needs it. And y'all, some of y'all may need it more than you realize, because there's probably somebody out there in your friends list or in your world who really needs you. So if you're really feeling that this is for you, then it probably is, because there's someone out there who really needs you. It's a ripple effect. It's a ripple effect. It started with Ray this morning doing his video talking about it. Now here I am, I'm sharing it with you. And then if you share, and then they share, and then they share, and then they share, so many other people are going to get this message. And you don't know who's on their last limb. You don't know who's waking up today saying, I hate me. I don't even want to look in the mirror. I want to die. Or I can't do this because this happened to me. I'm not good enough because I done this before in my past. I'm this or I'm that. Trust me. Trust me. You are worthy and you can do it. And somebody needs to hear that. Because they think they're alone too. And they're not. And you're not, okay? So I love you guys. Thank you guys for being on here with me. If you do share, if you found value in this and all, please comment, share it so I can thank you, even if it's after the fact, of course. I love you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for being my people and making 2018 one of the best years of my entire life. And I've been alone all year. Y'all, I said I was shutting up, but when Mike left last April and went to jail the first time,
I didn't know how to be alone. And I was so depressed for so long. But I'm not alone anymore. I'm alone, technically. But I'm not alone. Y'all have made this year everything. Your support means everything to me. Even if you haven't ever bought anything from me, just being here with me means so much to me. And I love you for it. I love you for being you. I love you for being my people. For loving this not perfect, all the things wrong with me and loving me anyway. I love you so much, and I love you so. I love you guys. I'm so sorry, but here it is. Thank you guys, and I will talk to you most likely tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye.